Hello, sports fans. Brian Fleischer, welcome to Boxbusters. I'm the Senior Market Analyst for Beckett Baseball. I'm joined today by Jeff Rosenberg, the CEO of TRISTAR Productions, and Chris Olds, the editor of Beckett Baseball, among other Beckett titles. Today, we are opening up TRISTAR Signacuts Baseball. Jeff, why don't you tell us a little about it?
Well, I'll tell you where it started. I've been an autograph collector for about 30 years. And I just absolutely love autographs. And I noticed something that was really interesting is that people were taking like an autograph photo of ours and they were cutting it up and kind of making their own little, trading card look, if you will. And I said, wow, what a great idea. And of course, the card companies, we make the licensed minor league cards. We were taking autographs, cutting them and putting them into a trading card look. And I said, why don't we frame trading card size, 2.5 by 3.5, but frame autographs? And so I've been able to take things out of my personal collection and put them in here and just share them basically with the world. So it's a lot of fun, and you're going to get anywhere from, you got Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, to a couple of my favorites, Craig Biggio and Lance Berkman, and really almost anybody in between over the last 30 or 40 years of baseball.
Pretty deep checklist here. And SRP on these?
These are $29.99 per pack, which is a Signacut autograph, and we've got them numbered 1 of 1s, 5s, 25s, and 50s, and there's 4 in a box. Okay. So they're a lot of fun.
Not just sports either. The side of the box here has Robert Redford and Paul Newman. The late Paul Newman.
And that came out of my collection. I'm a collector. I collect a lot of autographs, including checks. And I've always loved collecting checks because I always felt like, 99% of the autographs TRISTAR does, we get on our own. We do the signings with the players. But, how do you get Paul Newman and Robert Redford? Well, I thought a check was always a great way. And like you'll find Ty Cobb here on a check because you just feel like the authenticity is there when it was coming from a check that they wrote.
Well, let's open it up and see what we get.
I'm going to have to call any one of ours.
We got 4 packs per box, so we can start down here and
Just
open it. Just do them?
Yeah, just have fun, boys. Off camera, boys.
Oh.
Just have fun.
We're talking a hit, baby. We got any Yankee fans in the house? We don't have a Yankee fan in the house.
No.
Well, if you're a Yankee fan out there, Jabba Chamberlain. And of course, Jabba came up, University of Nebraska, from Omaha, 2006 draft, and obviously it's done some great things with the Yankees. And this one, I believe, is numbered 43 out of 50.
His 06 TRISTAR Prospects Plus Farmhands autograph was very popular. So that's going to sell well. We'll stay with the Yankee theme. Tommy John autograph, number 275. For some reason, my brother, not a Yankee fan, but collected Tommy John when he was younger.
Third pitcher of the run here, Bob Feller. That autograph on an index card.
Hall of Famer. Can't go wrong with that. Is that serial numbered?
It is not serial numbered.
And Tommy John, in my opinion, and I've followed baseball for a long time, is really a Hall of Fame type pitcher. I mean, the problem is, 300 is sort of that magic number. And he finished just short, I think in the 280s. But, I mean, that guy was quite a pitcher for a long time.
I've got a Matt Dominguez card. He's an upcoming prospect for the Marlins. Pretty popular. He was in Team USA baseball sets.
Yeah, he's a real stud. I picked up another numbered card, 14 of 50. This is a guy I followed, Mike Boddicker. He was a great pitcher for those Oriole teams in the 80s. Played with Jim Palmer and guys like that. This one, of course, he was an 83 American League Championship Series MVP. That's when, of course, the Orioles went to the World Series. And this looks like a card that I actually collected. It was cut down, so
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Got an Adam Miller, Rising Star signature here, numbered 25 of 50.
I actually, and I know there's a lot of differing opinions on this, But I really like the look of this. We actually just frame an autograph, and we just write who it is and maybe one line about them. But I was probably one of the skeptics when all this first started, and I've really come full board across to really like the look of it.
I've got a star pitcher from 1968, Denny McClain. You might remember him if you're old enough. Quite a season. Cy Young and MVP award that year.
130 games.
Yeah, he's the last
Yeah.
pitcher in Major League
Yep.
Baseball to win 30 games in one season.
From 1975 All-Star Game MVP, Bill Madlock. Numbered 6 of 25, looks like an index card. You guys did a good job cutting down these index cards. It looks kind of, these edges are real nice, and they look nice on the card there.
Yeah, if any of you bought the product or saw the product, the first product we did, there's really a different look to this product. Some of our cuts weren't quite as good the first time. The look of the card is so much better. So what we did is we learned. Just try to make sure the cuts were better, that they were framed nicer. We've got 2 different sizes. We only had one size of frame before. We had the big size.
Mhm.
So now we have the smaller one to get the autograph and really frame it up nicely.
My final autograph for this box is a numbered autograph out of 25, Ron LaFleur. Detroit Tigers outfielder.
You can tell this is my collection. I mean, these are my guys, and I'm 43 years old. I mean, Ron LaFleur, people just don't know how great that guy was. I mean, in the 70s, I mean, he was a Detroit Tiger who he could run, he could hit, he could field, I mean, he could throw. I mean, this guy had, the only 2 of the 5 he didn't have was power, but he really had the other 4 tools. Some people might know he got in a little trouble. They actually did a movie on his life, the Ron LaFleur story. But he led the league several years in stolen bases and was a 300 hitter. And you know, that's the thing about this collection, that it really, I think, tells the story of the history of baseball. And I'm looking at the checklist. Guys that I remember like Cesar Cedeno, Steve Carlton, Tom Seaver, Davey Lopes, you know, to some more of the modern players like Jabba Chamberlain and those. And then we've even got the old guys like Cool Papa Bell, Richie Ashburn, Ernie Banks. I mean, King Carl Hubbell, Jim Catfish Hunter, Reggie Jackson. So just a lot of great names.
My last one, Ron Darling, unnumbered. 1986 World Champion. Come on, that's the first World Series I remember. Is the 86 World Series.
The Astros fan showing.
Yeah, we got 2 of them, one behind the camera and one here in front.
Sorry,
I wasn't too thrilled about that, but we know how great he was. One of the ones that I've seen pulled and we didn't get today. Really, I think my favorite. I had 2 favorite players growing up. One was Gary Carter from that team, which was I had to root against him. The other one though was a center fielder, and it reminded. This is going to sound funny, but I was a little short kid who loved to play center field, so my favorite was Kirby Puckett.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he's no longer with us, he's deceased, and I absolutely loved Kirby Puckett, and he's in this collection. And, you know, the other guy that I loved growing up was Pete Rose, modeled my hitting after him and stuff, and of course, Pete wouldn't like to hear that because I hit about 150, but my batting stance looked like him, and I ran the first on walks. But Pete Rose, who of course a lot of collectors are looking for his items as well.
Well, did you hold anything back from your collection, or did you?
I did. Oh yeah. We'll have future variations. You know, I used to go to about 60 baseball games a year in Houston, and I would go to spring training. I'd go to Arlington, come here in this area for the American League. So I got tens of thousands of autographs as a kid. I mean, I literally in one day might get 1,000 some days. So I have an incredible collection of autographs that I've always collected, and now I'm going to share them.
Sounds good. Well, run out and grab a box of TriStar Signacuts Baseball Edition. It was a fun break. Deep checklist. Like Jeff said, he's opened his vault and put a lot of great content into this product. So until next time, we'll see you later.